Okay, I'm now recording video. And we can get started. Everyone has their sheets. Or Treasure might be loading it, but we have access at least. So according to the Honey Heist rules, to make a character, we're going to roll dice. For the first thing, we will find your descriptor. And we will each roll 1d6, which is a 6-sided dice. In order to do that, God, I'm echoing. Who's coming through with my audio? That one? No. Oh God, I can't tell what's happening. Anyway, so the dice button is on the left hand of the screen. There's a weird geometric shape button. Left hand toolbar. It's not the cube, it's the one towards the bottom. And there's a whole bunch of dice listed in there. If you just click D6, it'll roll a D6. And it'll show up in the chat box. Go ahead and try that. You already got it?
Click the D6 one. So like looks like a domino on it.
Yeah. Perfect. I guess that works, Khalid. I don't know. Yeah, that's not the button I meant, but that works. Yeah, the button's not on your character sheet. It's on Roll20 on the left.
Are you talking to me, like?
Yeah. Because you're clicking the skill roll button.
This one, right?
No.
Or this one?
Okay, Treasure, have you been able to access your character sheet?
No, I don't know what is going on. It's there, but it's like I can't click on it. It's like I don't know how to explain it. I see it says characters and it says Treasure the Bear, and then every time I click on it, it just loads, and it doesn't open. But I can see like attributes, character sheet, bio, and info, but I just can't click on anything. It's like I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm on my home Wi-Fi. I don't know. Maybe it's just slow or I don't know what's going on.
It could be a Roll20 issue with this particular character sheet too.
Okay. But everything else, I can see everything else on here.
Okay. I will modify your sheet for you going forward.
Okay.
You'll roll the dice and everything. I'll just do the sheet. There you go. Khalid, that's how you roll the dice. Okay. So now, descriptor rolls. Everyone do that one more time, exactly one time, and this is how we're going to find out what kind of bear you are.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So now on your character sheet, you can change where it says rookie right now, you can change that to the corresponding number that you just rolled. Treasure, you got a 6, which is incompetent.
Uh-oh.
What did I do?
Don't worry about it. We'll be using those buttons later, but not yet, not right now.
You said we need to change the character something?
Yes, on your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Where it says recruit or rookie.
Recruit, let me see.
Right under Treasure the Bear, Purity the Bear, whatever.
Oh, bear, attribute?
Yes, right above where it says Bear attribute.
Oh, rookie, uh-huh.
Then find the number you rolled and put that in there.
Alright, okay.
For you, it should be a 4.
4, yeah.
Which is unhinged.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna pause. I'm gonna shut down audio video Roll20, and we're gonna restart the Zoom meeting and only use that. We tried Roll20, Treasure can't join, and now the Zoom is closing in 1 minute, so we're just gonna go straight back to that and deal with Zoom. So I'll send out a new link in just a minute.
Alrighty.
Ah. Hello.
Oh.
Okay, we're back. Just waiting for Khalid now.
Hmm?
There, he got it. Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yes, I can
still
hear
on
you.
Roll20?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got your character descriptors first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna do your type or skill.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna roll one more d6 and roll it only one time, and it's gonna be after I type this. Okay, and now everyone roll 1d6, just once.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Just now, yes.
Yeah. How do you see the result?
It should be in the chat box. So on the top right where you clicked journal to find your character sheet, to the left of that
Yeah.
2 buttons, there's the chat button. Click that one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And treasures sheet. I'm gonna hold it over here on the other screen. You got a 6, so you are incompetent, but you are also a honey badger. You're an incompetent honey badger.
Mm-hmm.
And once everyone has done that on their character sheet and they've put in their attribute, say so, and then we'll go to the next thing. Another honey badger. Are you just moving on without us, Khalid? It's fine if you are, but I need to know what you're doing with your dice.
What do you want, like,
What are you saying?
am I doing something wrong or?
You're just rolling dice kind of randomly. And it's making me think you're trying to do things, and I don't know if you need my help or if I should just ignore it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you been modifying your character sheet successfully up to this point?
No, I'm just starting right now.
You're just what?
Starting right now, I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Khalid, can you mute yourself on Roll20?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to assume, since nobody is speaking up, that you're all done with putting your attribute in.
Mm-hmm.
And now we'll do the next one, which is your type of bear or your special skill. So let me separate type / skill rolls, and then everyone do 1d6.
Hold on.
What's going on? You need some help, Purity?
Yeah, the second attribute, does it go to right above bear attribute?
No, that was the first one.
Oh,
We're working our way down the sheet.
down the sheet. Okay, so I'll pick 2. Okay, got it.
I mean, ultimately, it's not critical. It's just this is how you play an
Yeah, I got
RPG.
it.
So like
Yeah.
we're going through the steps, even if it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
gonna make or break us. Okay. So treasure roll a 2. So your type and skill is brains. You're the brains of the group, or at least one of them. Someone else could roll a 2.
So hold on. I'm an incompetent honey badger that has the brains.
Yep.
Okay.
So right now we are on type of skill or not yet?
So we did bear name, and each one of these labels is below the corresponding empty field or drop-down menu. So, for example, the bear attribute is above the label that says bear attribute.
Yeah, and mine is 2, so I picked Paula.
No, that's below the bear attribute label. Purity. So above the bearer attribute label, a 2 would have said washed up.
No, I started with an 4
Okay.
bear name, and then for type stroke skill, I did 2. The second trial we did.
Okay. Yeah, that should be polar. That's the
Yeah,
attribute though. That's the typer skill. That's correct. Sorry.
okay.
I really don't like how this is labeled. I would have made this a horizontal character sheet, not vertical. Okay. Has everyone got their role done?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll.
And finally we have to do our hat, which is the last number. It's the type of
Sorry,
number or hat you're
sorry,
gonna wear.
Michael. Sorry, yeah. I'm still dragging behind because I'm still on type.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah. So,
a 6.
A 6. So that takes me to face. All right.
Yeah, face. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the last one is special. It's not a 6-sided dice, it's an 8-sided dice. So on the dice menu, just go down one from the domino looking dice. It says D8 next to it. Just click that one. And hat. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
So we're rolling we're rolling a D8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to 7.
Okay. Treasure, that is a trilby. So you're an incompetent honey badger with brains and a trilby.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money.
Okay. So I did a bunch of the oh wait, hold on. I actually forgot there's another. Okay, so I did a bunch of the GM stuff, the game mastering stuff in the Roll20 chat if you'd like to see it. And I typed it out, and so you can sort of like read it. That as a group of bears that you all are, there's some important setup for you to understand. Namely, we're all going to be pretending to be bears, or you all are, and I'm going to tell you kind of what happens when you do things. And as a group of bears, right now, in the bear world we're imagining, there is a honey convention. And you're going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen. There are two things such a thing requires. Namely, one, you have a complex plan that requires precise timing. And two, you're all goddamn bears. So what are they going to do to stop you? Now, we'll say at the start of this adventure, they were going to play out over the course of the next 30, 40 minutes at least. You are collected outside of this, and I rolled a bunch of details so you can see, outside of a lavish lakeside camp where the convention is being held. And the organizer of this convention, you all are aware, is known to be cunning and sly. So you can expect, if you see him or her, or you see security, that there might be some secret stuff going on. Additionally, you know that while honey conventions are known for having lots of honey, and that's the main thing you want as a group of bears, there's also a prize of a briefcase of pure Manuka extract worth $5 million on the location of this convention at this lavish lakeside camp. Unfortunately, that convention happens to be protected by the following security features: armed guards and an impenetrable vault, which is where you would assume they would store that Manuka extract and the more, we'll say, tasty honey, or at least the largest collection of it in one location. At the start of this adventure, you're all collected outside of this lakeside camp. You can see there's this two-story log cabin-esque building that you might have seen in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 1980s. And nobody from there can see you. You're hiding in the bushes, you can see the convention, and now you get to choose what to do. And in playing this game, you just kind of say when you have an idea. And we talk about the idea, and if that idea seems like it might be challenging for some reason, I will ask you to roll a dice of some kind. On your character sheet, there's buttons for this. Treasure, I'll do yours when you want to do them. But there's criminal skills, and there's bear skills, and those are your only two choices. For example, I might ask you, hey, there's a fence in the way. How are you going to deal with this fence? You need to get past through it to do what you want to do. And you can give me an example that might be, I'll climb over it. And then I would say, okay, well that sounds like a bear skill to me. Go ahead and roll your bear skill. And there's the button on your character sheet that says bear skill roll. And you just click that. For an example, I pressed treasures for you to see. She rolled a 2. It is not equal to or less than the 3 that you can see there. Which means that in this example, Treasure would have failed to climb over the fence.
I see.
When these things happen, there are changes to your skill levels. As criminal bears with such immense skill that you have, when a plan fails and you run into difficulty, you move 1 point from your criminal pool into your bear pool. So the more you fail, the more vicious and bear-like you can successfully be. The more successful you are, like say you wanted to use your claws to carefully pick a lock and it works, then you're like, oh yes, I'm a good criminal. So you take a bear point and you move it into your criminal section and you become a more skillful criminal. And that's kind of how your states change as you play the game. But I mean, it really just boils down to those things. And there's one hitch in this that you need to be aware of, and it might influence how you decide to solve problems, is if your criminal stat ever reaches a 6, you are lured into a life of crime, and you will betray the party. And if your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it, presumably to be picked up by animal control in half an hour or so. So your goal is to play through this and try to get to the vault and get whatever honey, terrorize people, whatever your plan is, without hitting a 6 on either skill. Because if you do, then that's the end for you, because you're going to be lured in a life of crime and betray the party, or you're going to go crazy and animal control will come and pick you up.
Okay.
So, for example, if I asked you, hey, deal with offense, and you had 5 points in criminal, you might not want to suggest, hey, I'm going to try and pick the lock. Try and use your bear skill instead. Because you don't want to succeed and become level 6 criminal and become, white collar terrorist of casinos and whatever else. So, now that we're kind of aware, do we have any questions before we really get started? No? Okay. Last check before I go. Is everyone here?
Yep,
Yep.
here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
All right. Everyone's here. So we'll get started then. The collection of the 4 of you, as bears as you are in the bushes, we'll say 200 feet away from this lavish lakeside camp. There is a very low garden wall, like waist height for a human, maybe 3 feet. And other than that, it's just the walls of this large log cabin structure sort of building. And you can see there are armed guards patrolling around the exterior of the building. What do you want to do?
Jump the fence.
It's a 3-foot high, like hedge. Would you like to just jump over that and run towards the building?
Can you like draw it like?
What's that? What are you asking?
Yeah, can you draw like place?
Yeah, I can try and freehand
You
some
can do
stuff.
it, yeah. Like,
Let me do something with this too. Small.
is there anyone like recording the what do you call the
Yeah,
video like?
draw shape. Yeah, I mean, I'm recording, but like, that's just for proof that we all did this, not that I'm trying to actually entertain people with a compelling video recording of this game. We'll say this big blue box that I painted onto the screen is the fence. Each square is, let's just imagine a number, it's 10 feet. Each square is 10 feet across. And then I will also draw another square. And we'll say that this is, what did I say, 200 feet? We'll say you guys are 200 feet away, but the fence is much closer to the building. We'll say this is the building, this is the smaller square. I will select it to change its color to black and fill it with gray. And we'll change this one to green. There's your fence, your low-hanging, 3-foot hedge. We have a little visual if you want to zoom out on roll 20. And somebody said, who said they wanted to just sprint at the fence and jump over it? At the hedge?
I said just jump the hedge. I don't mean like be obvious with it, but kind of like creep around. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I
So
mean, it's
something to
3
keep in
feet.
mind is you guys are all bears, and even though you're not like talking bears per se, you can sort of mangle human speech through your mouth, maybe question mark, but like you guys can definitely talk to each other in bear speak. So like if you want to talk about your plan, you can do that too.
Okay.
Can we like make a ladder, 3 or 4 of us, and then we push somebody up to cross over the fence?
Well, it's only 3 feet high. You guys are like
Yeah.
brown bears. Like this isn't a problem
It
for
should be
you.
easy to just hop over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a group, have you agreed that that is your plan and that's what you're doing?
Do you guys want to do that? Or you have another idea?
You don't always have to agree. If you want to, you can say, I would like to just go, and then we'll deal with those consequences. But
That sounds great.
Okay, I'm going to just hop over the hedge.
okay. Treasure the honey badger type bear is going to just run ahead of the group and charge the 3-foot hedge. Now, right off the bat, there is not. Well, actually, we're going to try and see how sneaky you are. Treasure, I'm going to ask you to have a criminal skill check to not be noticed because you said you don't want to be seen by the guards while you do this dash to the hedge. So I'll ask you to roll a criminal skill roll. Now, because you don't have access to your character sheet, I'll push the button for you, or if you want, you can just roll a d6 for me.
So just roll a d6?
Yes.
Okay.
5.
I hope I make it.
So 5 is higher than 3, which is your current skill level, which means you succeed. So
Yay.
Treasure dashes up, and do you want to go over the fence or hide behind it and wait for your team, or what's the plan?
I want to wait for my team.
Okay, so we'll say with that 5 that you've successfully dashed to the hedge and not been seen, and now you're hiding behind it and waiting. And the rest of you, the 3 other bears in your group all see this.
Okay.
You can smell the honey coming from inside this building, and you see your group member get closer to it without you. The choice is yours, what you'd like to do next.
I want to dash with her and go to the hedge.
Okay, are you trying to be sneaky like she was?
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and roll your criminal skill check by pressing the criminal skill roll button or rolling a d6. 2. 2 is below a 3, which means something bad happens. And it also means that you've failed and you have now become more bear-like. So on your character sheet, decrease your number in criminal skill level to a 2 and increase your bear skill level to a 4. Let's see. Oh, I forgot a side rule because it's just a little sentence here. If it ever becomes a problem for you to have too little of one of the skills, you can voluntarily move 1 point from your bear skill into your criminal skill by deliberately doing a flashback scene in which you and the other bears plan out the heist over coffee and cigarettes in the back room of a seedy bar. And in order to move into the bear skill, you can voluntarily move 1 point of your criminal skill into that bear skill by just eating a load of honey. Which means you need to get honey first, but that shouldn't be a problem once you get inside. Okay, now let's deal with the fact that you just failed to be sneaky. We'll say let's put it in the other player's hands. Tanya and Khalid, or no, not Tanya. You're the one who's just trying to follow, aren't you? So Purity and Khalid, you guys see Tanya the bear run up, and one of the guards sort of peeks his head up over his. We'll say they're armed, but we'll say they're armed with like tasers, because this is a honey convention. They're not expecting armed robbery. You see one of these armed guards peek his head up and sort of in the direction of your ally running towards the hedge, and you have a split second before you think he'll notice Tanya running at the hedge, where you might be able to come up with some kind of noise distraction or run the fence yourself and try to minimize their reaction time. The possibilities are endless, but the control of the situation is in your hands.
Well, I'm gonna pick a rock, then I'm gonna throw it on the other side to lure the guard away.
Okay. That sounds like a strength type of thing, which is a bear skill. So go ahead and roll your bear skill for me. 5. 5 is a higher than 3, so you succeed. You've successfully done a bear thing. And we will also say that you can move 1 point from bear into criminal because your plan went off without a hitch, as you can see that one guard who was paying attention to Tanya charging goes in classic video game fashion. Oh, what was that? And sort of like goes to investigate the sound of this rock hitting something on the far side.
So do I move it to the bear skill?
You move 1 point from your bear skill into your criminal skill.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
Okay. The guard on that side of the house, by the way, the only one, is now distracted, circling around the other side of the building. What do you want to do? You all see this. You can all choose to react at any time.
It's my turn now, right?
There's no real turns. You just kind of say, "Oh, I would like to do something."
So since the guard is already distracted, I'll jump over the fence and follow the first bear so we can get to where the honey is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to jump over that hedge. If the guard's distracted, I'm ready to jump over the hedge.
Okay.
So is that a criminal skill, right?
Well, I only ask for skill if it would be a challenge. And with that guard distracted and the hedge being 3 feet tall, there isn't a challenge at this time. So you successfully charge over and get to where Treasure is, and as you get close, she hops over and goes towards the building. So Tanya, Purity, and Treasure are all getting close to the building. I assume, Khalid, are you following them?
Yep, I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna jump as well.
Okay. So we'll say, let me...
So should I click on my bear skill roll?
1, 2, 3, 4. Select move. Why can't I grab this? There we go. No, there's no skill. I'll ask you if there needs to be a skill. Khalid, you're a green shade. On roll 20. Purity is purple. I'm just making little circles for your barenesses. Treasure is sort of orange-brown. And this last one is Tanya, whose color on roll 20 is blue. So we will make your circle blue. Okay, and this is just, if you're looking at the map, I'm going to use these to sort of remind myself where you all are. I'm going to move these circles. If I can grab them. Roll 20 is being irritating with me. There we go. treasure is this one, and she's going over the fence towards the building. And the rest of you are following a little bit behind. And we'll say you successfully get within the hedge, and you can see that there's a ramp of stairs going up into this building on this side of the house. The front of the house is on the opposite end, because as smart criminal bears, you all chose to approach from the rear. But there's like this back patio to this lakeside camp, and a set of stairs going up onto it. Okay?
Okay.
Is there windows back there?
There are windows, yes. There are windows surrounding the house on the first and second floor. However, not on the first floor of the back of the house where you are now, because it's treated like a sort of basement level. The first level is. It's like a basement level, and they don't have surrounding down where the bottom of those stairs are windows.
Okay.
There's a staircase though.
What's that?
The staircase though. Climb up.
There is a staircase, yes. You want to go up it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go
Okay.
up the stairs and wait by the door.
Okay. We'll go up the stairs and we'll wait by the door. And I will grab all of your little bear circles, your 10-foot bear circles, because you're huge bears. And you'll all wait by the door. Okay. You can smell honey coming out of that door. Other than that, there are windows on this level.
Okay.
So if you're not careful, you can get spotted as you're waiting on the other side of this door. Can I get...
I just wanted to wait to listen if there's any movement. If there's no movement, I want to go in.
Okay. That sounds like sort of listening. That's not a criminal thing. That's kind of bear senses. Can you roll me a bear skill? And just roll a d6 for me.
You
Okay.
carry a tool like.
What's that?
Can we carry a tool like?
Can you carry a tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find one.
Okay, I rolled
Okay.
the
The
Yeah.
guards,
You
the
rolled...
guards have to be distracted.
Well, they don't have to be distracted. You could maul them. You are bears.
Okay.
How many guys do we get?
Yeah.
How many of them are?
How many of them are there? Well, when you case the joint from the outside, as they say in crime films, you saw that there were 4 patrolling the outside.
Mm-hmm.
1 for each side of the house. The one that was watching the back is now distracted still by that sound on the other side, the opposite side of the house. So there's 2 on the front that you know of and 1 on each side. A 5 on your bear skill
It's
is...
kind of confused. It's kind of confusing. Are we on the roof or?
Wait, do you have to roll under?
It looks like we're on the roof. I don't know. It's kind of
Oh,
confusing.
yeah. I didn't draw a whole map. Like, I'm literally... We're imagining the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I understand that the square does not look like a house. Hey.
It's a vault.
Yeah, you're supposed to roll under. That makes so much more sense for the system. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna start rolling under the number, because that's how it was supposed to be the whole time. But we're gonna ignore that and pretend it didn't happen up to this point, because it doesn't make that much of a difference. So this 5 does not succeed, because lower numbers are better, and I'm apologetic for not getting that correct the first time. Which means you don't successfully hear things. So let's interpret that as there seems to be some kind of like music playing on the inside. There's maybe a band, or they just have speakers playing, and it's making it really hard to hear whether or not there's people in the room through the door.
Okay.
I want to open the door slightly and peek through.
Okay. When you do, there's no problem. The door opens just fine. There's no lock or anything. And you peek through. You see that there is a bunch of tables laid out, all with different honeys, different flavors. Assumedly, they're different colors, like they've been flavored with raspberry, blueberry, whatever. And there are people walking amongst the tables, sort of tasting and perusing wares. It's a convention, so local honey collectors, I guess beekeepers, are putting their wares out to show to the local community. And you see this. There's like 15 people at least walking between the tables, and behind each is one person trying to sell and describe their wares. And with, what did I say, 10 tables, that's 10, 15, so 25 people are inside this large second floor.
And the honey's there with them, right?
Yeah, there's jars of honey in clear containers, like mason jars, all over the tables in here. You don't see the impenetrable vault, but you do see lots of honey and people.
You check out for the other bear for support.
What's that? Support?
I'm saying you check out, you check out where the other bear is, if there's any other, in case of anything.
Hello.
Hello.
I wasn't paying attention and Zoom died.
Oh, I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, it timed out for our 1 hour. Okay, well, Khalid is reconnecting. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. It's a good time for you to do that as well, or get water if you need to. Stay hydrated. It's hot out here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. And looks like Khalid's here too. I just told everyone to go grab water, use the bathroom if you need it, so I don't know if they're back yet, but if you want to, now's the time.
Yeah, I went to use the bathroom. I just came back right now.
Okay.
You're recording it, right?
I am, yes. I'm
Okay,
recording
yeah.
the Roll20 screen.
Mm. Can the teacher hear us like on the other side?
They should be able to,
Since
yeah. I
you
have my desktop audio being recorded, so it's picking up you guys speaking.
okay, that's good.
You want to say hello? You can. I don't know if she'll end up watching this whole thing like
Yeah,
45 minutes into it, but you know.
yeah. She's the best teacher. That's all I can say.
There you go. Smart man.
Mm.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Tanya's here, Khalid's here, I'm here, Treasure and Purity, if you're here or not.
Yes, I'm here.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, we're all here. Is everyone back from the restroom and water then? We good to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, what were we doing? Someone just peeked in and saw all the tables and all the people. There's 25 people meandering about, 10 of which are stationary around their tables, and there's a bunch of honey on those tables. And there is, in
So how
fact,
far
music
is the
playing.
vault?
There's music playing through speakers throughout the house.
Okay. Where's the vault located at this point from where we are?
You cannot see it on the second floor, and you can see the
Yeah.
entire second floor. It's an open building. Like the second floor is like a big mezzanine sort of area.
Okay.
Is Tonya inside the room already? Or
No, I just peeked through the door.
oh,
What would you like to do now? You've peeked through the door. Your allies can peek through while you have it open and sort of catch a glance here and there. They're not gonna see as much as you, Tanya, but they can get a gist that there's honey and people.
Well, I got a question. Now, if I was in a honey convention and 4 bears came in charging at us, I would leave. So how come we can't just go in charging in?
I never said you couldn't.
I think we should go in and maul everybody.
Oh my god.
I mean, that would be pretty easy, and the game would be over pretty soon.
but they have guns, right?
Well, there's
music's
armed
playing.
security. There's armed
Yeah.
security and
They're
So
gonna
the
die.
music's playing, so I think that'll be a distraction. Maybe they won't hear the screams.
Is there armed security inside as well?
you don't know. You couldn't see that from the outside when you were casing the joint, as they say.
Okay.
There very well
And
could be.
As we're peeking through, we don't see any of them either.
Looking for a specific detail like that, I think would be a criminal skill check if you want to roll that.
Okay.
The people are gonna be so scared in there because of the bears, and they didn't expect them since they have security. So they're gonna be scared at first. So that gives us a chance.
Yeah, I think once they see us, it's over. It's just gonna be, we're gonna get caught and we're gonna get killed or
maybe get
whatever.
shot.
So I'm like, we might as well just kill them first.
Okay, I rolled a 1. Do I see any security guards?
A 1 is very good in this game mode, so yes, you actually get a very good look, and you do see, out of the 25 people in this room, 10 of them are working tables, there's 15. Out of those 15, 2 are security guards, and on them, you see 1 with a stun baton and 1 with a handgun, and that's it. No other weapons on anyone in the second floor.
A baton and a handgun, and that's it.
Yes.
On that floor.
With a 1 on your skill check, which is as good as you can get, I will even tell you that as a criminal bear, you are aware that that is a 9mm handgun.
Okay.
It's not like a huge barreled revolver or anything.
Right. It's not an. Okay. It's not an automatic rifle or anything.
No, it's not the kind of thing that would take out a grizzly bear.
Right. So we have a good chance.
Yeah, it would hurt, obviously, and, get shot enough with it might kill you, but...
If we move quick, we might make it.
Yeah, especially if now that you see that guy, especially if you take him out first.
Yes. I think we should take out the security first, the weapon, the 9mm first, and then the other one. Or at the same time.
First, you're gonna take down the one with the gun.
Yeah, I think that would be the smartest thing. Take out the gun first.
Yeah. So can you go in the room right now? Or
If you want, yeah.
are
You can
you
wait.
gonna
You can
crouch?
wait for him to get close to the door. He's walking around the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As soon as he gets close to the door,
No.
pick him up.
We're gonna wait until he goes back, like. Then we're gonna crouch. You're gonna slowly. Then I'm gonna find a crowbar on the right side. Then I'm gonna hit him in the head.
Instead of using your bear weapons, you're gonna go find a crowbar and hit him over the head with it.
Wait, you said I don't have a weapon, right?
I'm gonna use my
You're a
paw.
bear.
I mean, you're correct.
Hmm.
I did say you don't have any weapons. However, you are in fact a bear. So
Mm-hmm.
so you can use
Well,
your
we're
bear body if you want.
We're gonna struggle, but you're gonna shoot me, right?
No, I think we should wait till he gets close to the door, and then just as soon as he is passing the door, bust it open and grab him and just maul him.
Then once everybody sees that, they're gonna start running.
And then that's when the team takes out everyone else. Are there stairs? Like, how is there like an elevator they would have to wait to get on and go downstairs? Like,
There is a stairwell. It is on the right side from your perspective at this back door. It's on the right side of the room. It's like a typical house stairwell though, so like you can maybe get two people down it side by side, but it'd be cramped. More likely it's one person wide. So these 25 people, if they choose to go through that stairwell all together at the same time, are gonna have a hard time.
okay. I see. Maybe one of us could take a dash to the stairwell to block it from anyone running down it. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, the goal of the game is kind of up to you to interpret, but is to steal honey. So
right.
You don't need to slaughter everyone in this house in order to get the honey.
But these are goals too,
You
right?
just need
These are
them all to
goals.
leave.
There's nothing stopping you except the security guards from doing that. I'm just telling you, like, you don't have to.
You don't have to. Okay. So then maybe, well, if the security is the only one that's really that can stop us, then I don't know. Maybe we should deal with them first and then like take the honey.
I don't know if Bear Treasure would think this, but if Human Treasure were thinking it, I would suggest to you, as you are now, if you were working security at a honey convention with a 9mm handgun and a grizzly bear runs through a door.
I'm not gonna do it.
Are you going to try to shoot the bear or even do anything about it except leave?
No.
Well,
we all charge in and everybody's gonna go running and leave the building so we can have all the honey.
Yeah, I think we should just charge in and start taking honey, and everyone will just flee.
Well, you're waiting outside this door at the moment. Nothing has happened yet. Except, I will say this. Can I get... Who's on the ends of your group? Treasure and Khalid, you guys are on the ends, the far side of the door, closer to the edges of the house. The corners that is. So the two of you are in best position. Can I get bear checks from you guys to sense, to hear or smell whether or not there are people coming around the outside walkway of the second floor, the security guards you knew on the side of the house, whether or not they're coming back around while you guys are doing all this planning.
Okay.
So give me a bear skill roll for.
So let me understand here. Is the honey in the vault?
There is a large collection of honey in the vault. You understand there should be, and that is also where they are protecting their briefcase of Manuka extract worth $5 million.
Right.
So we still don't know where the vault is.
Well, you know that it's not on the second floor.
So then we need to get downstairs.
Is there an upstairs?
You're on the second floor at the moment.
Yeah, we're on the second floor. So maybe we need to go back down the stairs. Don't go in and go downstairs, but we could get caught if we're not careful.
So do we know where this vault is? Which floor?
It's not on the second, so it has to be on the first, I'm assuming.
Who knows? Maybe there's a vast underground complex, but at the very least, you expect it to be probably on the first floor.
Do we have guards on the second floor?
Do we have guns on the second floor?
Guards.
Guards. Yes.
Security.
Yes.
How many? Like.
There are 4 on the outside of the building, around the walkway that you're currently on, surrounding this house. There are 4, 1 on each side, except it's messed up because you distracted one of them. And then there are more on the inside, 2 that you've seen so far on the second floor.
And how many on the first floor?
On the first floor, you didn't see any additional security guards because they're watching the approaches. They're not standing by doors or anything. There could be on the inside, but not on the outside that you've seen. So Treasure and Khalid for perception, for hearing around these corners as you're just sort of planning. Can I get a bear skill check from each of you?
Yes. So roll.
Just roll a d6.
D6.
Okay. Treasure rolled a perfect 1. So you have a good perception, and Khalid, I don't know what your bear skill is at this point. If it is a 3 or higher, that is a success.
Oh.
Let's see.
It's 3 right now, yeah.
Okay. So that should work. You both successfully listen. Which one's on the left and the right? Khalid, you're on the right. And the guard that you distracted went around the opposite side, went around the left. So when you're listening and perceiving things, you do not hear anything approaching this corner. You do hear the guard doing his typical patrol where he sort of goes, let me draw on the map for you, freehand. He sort of goes back and forth about this far and stops 20 feet short of each corner.
Okay.
So you can hear that guy walking back and forth.
Right.
And Treasure, on the opposite side, you do, as with a perfect 1, you do hear the same guy doing the same thing on the opposite side, but you also hear an additional guy who sounds like he's coming back. And he's approaching. He's approaching very. I mean, not quickly. He's not walking fast, but you understand that he will likely turn the corner in the next less than 20 seconds.
So we have to go in.
You have to go in, or you could deal with him somehow, or you could go downstairs.
Deal with him.
You could do anything.
I think we should take him out because he's gonna catch us if we don't.
Okay.
The one on the left, right?
Well, there is not enough. There's not really much time to talk about a plan with your group. So what are you doing, Treasure, when you hear him coming?
When I hear him, I'm just gonna take him out.
You're gonna take.
I still have the crowbar.
How do you plan on doing that? You're gonna go
With
to
my
the
paws.
you're gonna go
With
to the
my bare
corner
Yeah.
and wait for him to turn the corner and then just maul him.
Snatch him. And I
Oh,
don't
But
know.
they're gonna hear, right?
I'm gonna snatch him.
you're gonna grab him and pull him out of sight.
Yes.
Okay.
Strangle him.
Since you're not just like doing a basic thing like mauling, we're gonna say this is a criminal skill to sort of muffle somebody and pull them out of sight quickly without being noticed.
Yeah, because I want him to tell me where the vault is.
Yeah.
What if
So
he screams?
so go ahead.
Sound?
Unfortunately, this is happening so fast that you don't get a chance to talk to your allies about it.
Yeah.
You have to choose to deal with it now. And
Okay.
and as you do it, your party does see you walk away. They see you walk
Okay.
away and they turn and look and see you go to the corner and like get in position, and they have a chance to react right as you do your action. So go ahead and roll a criminal skill for me.
How about strangling him
What
and
was the
getting the
criminal
gun?
one again? Is that D8?
No, it's still a d6. Both skills are
Oh.
d6s. It's just based on a different number. 5. So your criminal skill is at 4 right now because you've succeeded in the past. But 5 is too high, so you fail. Let's do it this way. You successfully pull him around the corner and out of sight. However, you do not successfully cover his mouth with your paw, and he immediately goes, "Holy shit! What the fuck?" and starts like yelling and like he starts to. He hasn't gotten much out. He gets a few words out. And then what are the other 3 of you doing as this happens?
I'm gonna run over and jump on him.
Help
me. I was suggesting we have to snatch the gun from him.
Okay. So Purity goes to snatch the gun. What is Tanya and Khalid doing?
I'm gonna run over and jump on him.
You're just gonna like get your body on top of his?
Yes.
I'm gonna hold his mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. There you go.
Okay. So Tanya, can you give me a bear skill? And Purity and Khalid, can you do criminal skill for me?
Aww.
I think someone should stay over there and make sure the other guard didn't hear and come running over.
Well, you've got your paws full at the moment. Okay. Purity, criminal skill equal or less than 3. You rolled a 5. So Purity fails to. What were you doing? Get your body on top of him?
I snatched the gun from him.
Oh, you were snatching the gun. That's right. That's why it's criminal. That's right. So you go to reach for his gun, and he does not have one. He has a taser, and it's on the opposite hip. So you reach for the wrong side, and he's kind of busy being held by a bear, so he doesn't look like he's about to grab it anyway. But yes, you failed to take his weapon from him. And then Khalid and Tanya, yes, you've already rolled. Tanya, you were going to get on top of him, and Khalid was going to hold his mouth. So, Tanya, 5. What is your bear skill at the moment?
That's too high.
Your bear skill is 4. 5 is too high. So, you go to get on top of him, and unfortunately, Treasure's body is in the way with her paws already on him, and you sort of like slip. Not off the floor, but off of his body, and are sort of like on the ground next to him now, which, fortunately for you as a 4-legged bear, is actually fine. But he's not being held down by your weight at this time. And then Khalid rolled a 2, which I believe is probably a success, so he does cover his mouth and stifle his screams. What are you going to do now that you've handled this guard? He's struggling, but he's not making noise.
Use the tape. Use the tape to close his mouth.
Tape, right? I didn't find it.
Let's we can
use a cloth. Use a cloth. Rip off.
I'm gonna put it inside his mouth, right?
Gag him.
Yeah. Then choke him to death, like.
Choke him to death?
No, we have to
violent bears.
I think we need to take him like underneath the stairs or somewhere to where because there's no windows on that first floor. We should like take him underneath the stairwell and like ask him where I don't know. Can we speak to him? Can we ask him where's the vault at?
Yeah, you
Maybe.
ask him where the vault is, and he just looks at you with fear and craziness in his eyes, and can't speak because he's being gagged.
Well, let's ungag him and ask him.
What if he screams then?
I don't know.
It's actually around this time that I get to reveal the second thing. I don't know if you guys actually looked at it or not. The Honey Heist Game Master rules at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little section that says, "But little do the bears know," and I get to roll a d6, and there's a secret.
Okay.
So I already rolled it, and I recorded it on the video that you can see later when I turn this in. So I'm not making this up. Here's the secret. As you are starting to do this, you hear sirens, police sirens.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
And they are very close to the building.
Oh my gosh. Hmm.
The cops were already en route. Someone leaked your plan.
Oh wow.
Or there's a terrible coincidence, but in this case, we're going to imagine that some other bear that you set up the plan with sold you out.
We have a traitor.
You still get away with the taser.
Hmm. I mean, I think at this point we either have to go just run in and snatch what we can see, the honey in front of us, and forget the vault, or or just get caught.
We hide.
We could go back over on the other side of the hedge.
Yeah, we could do that. But there's gonna be a police presence probably for a while after that. So I don't know.
Well, I say we run in, scare everybody out, and grab what we can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might as well just go all in and
Take
what we can.
Right, before they get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna just try and grab some honey and bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna just let this guy go, or what are you doing with the guy?
We're gonna handcuff him.
Well, we could hold him as a hostage if we wanted to. So the police don't come in right away. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm gonna hold him on the ground, then I'm gonna let you guys go. I guess.
Okay.
Okay. So Khalid's gonna hold the guard down, keep him quiet and still, and the other three of you are gonna go in and try and make a dash for some honey. Alright. So what do you guys do as you get to the door? The three of you who are doing this.
We just go on all in.
We go in roaring and whatever sounds bears make and just start grabbing honey.
Alright. That sounds like a bear skill. Which one of you is the most bear-like? We'll have the most skilled one of you represent all of you.
Well, I'm a rookie, so.
You're a rookie, but what is your bear skill?
Driver.
No, the number on your bear skill button. Did you change it at all?
Oh. It's a 3.
Okay. Does anyone have higher than a 3?
I don't think I can see my bear skill.
Yours is a 2.
Mine's a 2, okay.
Yeah. The rookie Purity. Let's see. Purity is unhinged polar bear. You know, I think Purity is probably the scariest. Let's go with Purity doing the charge and scaring everybody. You're literally an insane polar bear wearing a crown on your head. So let's go with that. That's a pretty terrifying image. Purity, go ahead and roll a bear skill for me. Go ahead and roll a d6, or you can push the bear skill button. Hello, Purity, are you there? She might have stepped away. Purity, are you there? Last check. Treasure, you're typing. Oh, you're just gonna check on her.
Mm-hmm.
Purity's typing. She just muted then. Not sure. Yeah. Okay. If you can hear us though, can you press your bear skill for us? If not, I can do it for you. I have access to everyone's character sheets. Okay. I'm not gonna let this hold us up forever because we're running out of Zoom meeting time, and I told that everybody would try to be done in like 2 hours. So we're gonna skip forward. Oh, she did
She
she
rolled.
did it. Okay, she rolled a 3, which is equal to or less than 4, so she successfully scares the ever-living shit out of every single one of these people inside. And I will say, for brevity's sake, that is enough to clear the building of everyone except for maybe the police officers who are staying by their cars, who just heard a polar bear roar. And you guys have free access to the honey, at least on the second floor.
Okay.
So the cops are there already?
We'll say that they've showed up, but they haven't left and gotten into the building or anything.
They're outside the building at their cars.
Yeah, on the front of the building, not the back where you came in.
So do you think we have a chance to go into the vault, you guys?
We have to find it first. And then we have to get into it
There's
somehow.
a stairwell.
How long do you think it would take to get into it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh man.
It may be best to take what you can grab.
Yeah, I think we should just take what's in front of us and go.
Let's just take all the honey off the tables and run out the back.
Okay. We have to run out the same way we came.
All right. So let's do that, and let's try to not get caught by the cops on the way out.
Yeah.
So let's do criminal and try to be sneaky about it going out the back. Let's have everyone do a criminal check, and this will be the last check of the game. And we'll say we'll do your check at -1. So whatever you roll, we're going to treat as though it were one number lower for your benefit. Because if you fail this, we'll say you trip and get caught or something, just for humor's sake as we finish the game.
That's a D6 again, right?
Yes, that's a D6.
Okay.
3. Rolled a 4, -1 is 3. A 2, -1 is 1. And a 1. That's all success. You guys got a clean escape. All
Yay.
4 of you. So all 4 bears with arms full of honey and probably some in your face successfully escape the honey convention. with a bunch of honey. And that'll be the end of the game.
Awesome. That was fun.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Yeah, with less tech difficulties, with a little more experience, you can kind of get the idea just from this last hour and a half or so what playing a role-playing game is like, which
Yeah,
I think
cool.
was part of the point. All right. Well, as far as our assignment is concerned, we've succeeded with part 1, I believe. I will upload the video of this, and then for part 2, everybody answers the following questions, and you can see it for yourself on the challenge page, and that'll be it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see everyone
Thank you,
next
guys.
week.
Okay. See ya.
See you.
Good game, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.